No reason to bot? There's a lot of reasons to bot. Botting is why do you think people keep view botting if there's no reason to do it? Why would they do something if there's no reason to do? AKA FX for life. Yeah. So like I'll pull up their channel and let's see. Streams. Yeah. So this is a 19,000. There's a 4-hour stream with 25 viewers, or sorry, with 20,000 viewers, and they have 67 followers. A 4-hour stream, and they actually lost 27 followers. Look at this graph. No shot that you no shot. This obviously it's obviously embedded. And especially like you can compare it to active subs. So like the Halo one, this one seems 100% legitimate, actually. It really does. And I think kind of what happened with Halo is this is exactly what I said, is like there was so much hype about Halo coming out. It was just on another world. Like everybody was so excited about Halo. But you know what I bet this is? I bet this one might be bullshit. I don't know. Let's see. No, this doesn't really seem like it's embedding. These actually seem like legitimate viewers. Yeah, I would say this is a legitimate amount of viewership. The VOD has 200,000 views. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Sure. Can I get a summon, please? Next LAN tourney will get high views again, but nobody cares about the league matches online. Next LAN will get high viewers. I feel like LANs do usually get high, like, I feel like it's just like a general thing in like esports where LANs get more viewership. Halo tournament peaked at 260K across multiple channels. Yeah, I think so, because you probably had the same thing on YouTube too. Yeah, I'd pretty much assume that. Barely anyone watches Pro Series. It's all about majors, basically. Yeah, it's hard really for me to say. I don't really watch a lot of competitive Halo. But like looking at this graph, I think that it certainly is. It's very substantial how much of a difference there is with some of these. Because I think also a lot of the viewership from these kinds of things they're also derived from, like, it's so complicated to try to figure out like what's real and what's not with this kind of stuff, because and like where viewership comes from, because like for example, like FaZe Clan has a lot of its own organic viewership because people are going to want to come and watch FaZe Clan. It's not even the game, they're just going to watch FaZe Clan. Same with like Optic, TSM, a lot of these like really long 10-year plus pedigree esports orgs. These are orgs that, like, yeah, for example, like if I competed in the AWC, do you remember, like, here's a good example, like, remember whenever Quinn competed in MDI? Everybody went to watch that because they wanted to see Quinn lose. Like, 100%. And the thing is, like, it's a win-win for the viewers, because the viewers either see their dipshit dumbfuck streamer defeat pros and ascend to the level of a god, or they see their dipshit dumbfuck streamer embarrass themselves in front of tens of thousands of people, and they will never be able to live this down ever again. It's like, for example, if Soda Poppin' or if Mitch Jones went to compete in in AWC again, and especially, like, this would be especially true if we still had Wreckful around. Like, if Wreckful came back and he went to play in Arena again, WoW Arena again, I'm talking about today, that stream would have over 50,000 viewers. Guaranteed. Guaranteed it would have 50,000 viewers without a doubt. Because people want to see. They're like, is he really that good? Is he still good? Is he still as good as he used to be? Was it all just bullshit, you know? And you're going to have all the doubters. You're going to have all the people that are trying to, you know, second guess it. Everything about it, man. Game's too hard to solo dominate now? Well, it's not really about that. It's about people don't care about the nuance of the game. They just want to see it happen. It doesn't matter to them like, oh, the game's too, like, it's this way or that way. Who cares? Like, none of that matters to them. Let me kill Famu real quick before we start. So it's like, yeah, that's all I'm really trying to say is that trying to dissect this is actually quite complex. Okay. It's up on my server. We'll see if there's another group going right now. No. Get Famu this time for sure. I still think the Legends would be good at the game. Yo-Yo is still considered the best rogue TBC era. It's like impossible to compare somebody who played the game in 2007 with somebody who plays the game now. Because I really don't think you can make an argument that like, oh, pretty much like nobody back then was as mechanically good as someone like Peekaboo is now. Like they don't have the same depth of understanding of the game that someone like Peekaboo or Vinruki or Zico has now. Like if you took Zico with like what he knows about the game now and his knowledge, and you put him in 2007 Burning Crusade, he would be the best player in the game by a country mile. And nobody else would even be close. The skill floor is miles higher now. Yeah, it's just the game. It's the same as like many competitive games. Like if you go back and you watch like the matches in League probably in 2014, the skill ceiling for League in 2014 was probably a lot fucking lower than it is now. And I would assume that it's probably the same with like every game. It's even like for example, like Super Mario, like original Super Mario speedrunning. The amount of like mechanical skill that you have to have in order to even think about getting a run on the leaderboards for Super Mario, the original Super Mario, you basically have to play within 1 second of a robot. Whereas like 10 years ago, it probably wasn't like that. League seems hard now? Yeah. Damn, that's insane. It really is. There's a number of really good videos and documentaries about it I'd recommend to look up if you're interested in it. Super Mario 64 is hitting that level now? Yeah, and like Mario, original Mario is like, that's probably, like if I had to say, I'd probably assume that Mario is the most optimized game. Like it's the most optimized speedrun that at least I can think of. Jibu, if you can invite me. It's kind of like Portal 2. Yeah, I mean maybe there's other ones. Like I'm not, this isn't like really an argument I'm looking, or like I'm not saying like, oh maybe there might be another one. But look up Sony on YouTube if you're interested in. Yeah, I've watched that one. I've watched a handful of other ones too. Need to consider length in the equation too? Well, you're definitely right. Like, for example, like Super Mario Brothers is like, it's a 5-minute speed run, basically. So you're going to have a lot more mechanical precision in a 5-minute speed run than you are in, let's say, like a Dark Souls 2 all boss speed run, which it takes about 2 hours to do. Like, you're just going to have way more mechanical precision. So yeah, the longer a speed run is, generally the less precision it will have. Have an amazing day. Thanks. But yeah, Super Mario 64, for example, it will get to the point where, like, if you make one mistake, if you miss, like, I don't know, like, obviously I'm friends with Mizkif, so, like, I know a good amount of this stuff, but I really don't know everything about it. Gboot, from now on, just invite 6 people, that way, the 6th person can just come in for 5. So, like, you know that thing that Mario does where he, like, sits down and then he speeds up, he goes all the way up the stairs? And, like, how sometimes people take a really long time? Tried, no one joined? Okay, I'll show it on stream again. BLJs, yeah, I think that's what it's called or something. And, it just sounds like a sex act. And so yeah. Anyway. So, if you go back and you probably watch a speedrun from 2010 of Super Mario 64, you're probably going to see less precision in getting that done. And also, at a certain point, it's like if you don't hit it on like the first 1 or 2, the speedrun is bricked. That's just what happens. It's fucking bricked because somebody else did, and you just constantly get better, and you just have to constantly keep getting you better. Yeah, it's calculating the game. 0-star runs are all perfect BLJs, so gross. Yeah, and you have to get it right, and if you don't get it right, you just instantly lose, and that's it. Super Metroid's like that too. Like, what I'm saying is, like, 60 and 70 star will get to that. Like, that the skill level of players, and even in 60 and 70 star, it will get to that. I just hope I get my mount, man. It's been so long. Damn, so, well, we'll do it on another character. Yeah, let's do it on next character. Just seeing that one guy who got it in your group and immediately used it. Yeah, the Demon Hunter. I remember him. Okay. Actually, I forgot I can do it on all my 50s too. I'll just do it on them as well. Games get so optimized to a point where the determining factor in world record burns down to RNG or something. Yeah. And, like, I feel like at that point, like, there are people that like that and people that don't. I find that boring. Personally. Did you see Mechagon spiders can fly in 9.2? Yeah, I heard about that. Okay, join up, boys. I need to use the bathroom. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Let's do it. I'm back. We're gonna win this 100%. Listen, guy. We have to get them out. Y'all understand? No more jokes. No more games. Only mounts. The hell are y'all doing? How's gonna get them mounted? I'm gonna get mount right now. Watch me get it. Oh, these peanut butter cups. Oh my god. Let's go. I don't know what button is what. For a lot of my keybinds, I have no idea. Yeah, I usually, today I had a barbecue for dinner. I had a barbecue plate, and I woke up, I had chocolate for breakfast. And now I'm having some more Reese's peanut butter cups as a snack. It's good. Things are good. Give me the mount. Oh. What a bunch of horse shit. You get a chance to try the mutations on dungeons in New World? No, I haven't. I have not. With the lack of fiber, how often do you poop? I mean, I don't really think about it a lot. I don't really ever have problems with that though. Yeah, it's once every other week. I don't know, like maybe once a day. I don't really eat a lot of food. Like I usually have 2 meals a day. You know, playing Nintendo Switch games? Maybe one day. I want to see what's this Dying Light game. You know what? I'm gonna watch the trailer for it real quick. Let me join the group real quick though. Alright, we need one more person. Trying to requeue if you've already been saved too. I like how they say official gameplay trailer, and there's like 25 seconds of gameplay, and it's a 3.5-minute trailer. Dynamite 2, the inclusion of anti-piracy software, which in the past has led to poor game performance in our titles announced last minute. Yeah, more and more companies are gonna do that shit. Like, that's kind of like what I was talking about, like, with ad block and shit. Is it, like, here's really the problem, is that in the United States, like, there's not really a lot of consumer protections. So you just have these companies that pretty much have free reign to do whatever they want. And there's like not really a lot that you can do about it, and like people will, you know, like some people will resist, but I think most people won't, and it just kind of gets worse over time. Some games put it on their Steam page months in advance. Yeah, but the thing is, like, why would they do that if they know that people won't like it? Like, they're not putting it up. Like, do you really think that, like, oh, we just decided last minute that we're gonna add copyright protection? No, they only did, they had this planned probably ever since the game was gonna be made. They just held back on saying anything to avoid the negative feedback. Steam needs to make better rules. Yeah, I mean, like, Steam, I'm glad that they make at least some good rules. I don't agree with everything. Like, I remember they got rid of Super Seducer. I thought that was kind of dumb, but, you know, overall, I mean, if you take every decision, I feel like Steam generally makes more good decisions than bad decisions. So that's got to count for something. Very Diamond's little porn on stream. I feel like the reason why they got rid of Super Seducer is because women complained about it being objectifying or some sort of, you know, like sexism, misogyny complaint. That's probably why it happened. Fuck. I mean, it was. I don't really think so. I mean, I haven't played the game myself, but I mean, I've seen a lot of the game. It didn't really seem that way to me, and then the guy that made the game didn't really seem like a huge sexist. He's a married man. It's just some tongue-in-cheek humor and people having a good time. I think that, like, a lot of times that you have things that, like, you know, it could be perceived as, like, sexist or bad or whatever, but most of the time it's just people trying to have a good time being funny. And people get mad all the time about stupid shit like that. The reason is because it was sexually explicit with the realm humans versus being 3D models. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did it on this character, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I can't do it on him. Okay, it's on my DK now. A bit more edgy than the first one. I don't think it was bad enough to be removed. Yeah, there you go. Not their kind of humor. Yeah, I think, like, there's a lot of people nowadays that whenever they see something that they don't think is funny or they don't like, instead of just, like, not consuming it, they want to, like, ban it. Like, there's never a point where, like, people can just kind of live and let live. They have to go out of their way to prevent other people from being able to live as well. Yeah, they take like, people take everything personally. It's all, like, yeah, it's just, things are taken so seriously. There's no longer, like, just people that are just trying to relax and just enjoy themselves with an innocent joke or something. It's always part of some sort of, like, grand, you know, some person's, you know, grand, like, political manifesto that, you know, that you're not complying with. See, so can I can't use the anima photo. Oh, like, so I can't go over there. It's so annoying. Fuck. Okay, can you invite me again, Jibu? What class are you gonna play? Berserker. Warrior. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. It's been a thing since Catholic Church canceled Galileo in the 1600s. Well, that's just that's the most recent one that we have. I mean, I'm sure it happened before that too. I mean, it's just what people do. I mean, like it's like, yeah, it's worse now, and maybe like people are more connected now, so it's like it's different now. I think you can say that for sure, whether you think it's worse or not. It's certainly different, but yeah, people have done this ever since probably the beginning of time. What other class are you playing in Arena besides Warrior? I just play Warrior. I type a bunch of naughty cancel text here. Am I a bad person? No, but you might just get banned. Like, I don't really want to have, like, people that, like, this isn't... I don't want people to, like, use this as an outlet. Like, oh, I'm going to say naughty words here. I'm going to be bad here. I want to be bad. Like, I don't want to deal with, like, kids like that, you know? It's not my thing. Why would I want to do that? Did you get Gladiator mount? No. Not yet. I've got a lot of games to do, man. Oh shit, okay. The fuck? Oh, there's this one. I was so confused. I was like, where the fuck is it? Let's just pull boss. No, it'll work itself out. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Please. Please give me the mount. Please give me the mount. I need it. I need this mount. Let me get it. Okay. 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 Yeah. All right. Okay. Are any changes Blizzard can make that'll make you want to raid seriously again? Not really. I mean, like, I just don't want to do it anymore because it's just such a huge... It's like such a huge time commitment, and like I already have so many other time commitments that it's like, do I really want to add in another one that's a video game? Like, the answer to that is just simply no. I mean, I don't want to. Like what, fixing your heat? No, I mean just like OTK stuff, my stream, making videos, spending time with my friends, doing anything else that I might want to do instead of that at that time. There's a lot of things. It's kind of like what I said before about like I don't want to have things that like tie me down to, you know, having to do X or Y thing. I just want to do what I want, and that's what matters. You have time for PoE at all this season? I'm probably going to play PoE, but I probably won't play on Friday. I might, just to do it, but it's like Lost Ark comes out just a few days later, so it's like, how much can I really make progress? I feel like not a whole lot. Actually, it was like literally nothing I get from killing him. How much of a time commitment is serious raiding in WoW? It's usually about like 12 hours, 12 to 20 hours a week. Like, there's obviously a lot of guilds that raid more than that, but like, it's usually about 12 to 20 hours a week whenever a raid tier comes out. Four-day league, yeah, it just sucks that they released it like that. Don't you think that when put as much legal emphasis on physical harm, some psychological harm should also be legally actionable? Psychological harm being legally actionable. It's always going to be a problem to like have psychological harm be legally actionable because it's not quantitative. Like you can't quantify it. So like, for example, I think that like, I mean, there are like extreme examples like stalking, right? Stalking is effectively psychological harm. And there are a lot of things that are psychological harm that are against the law, but it's just not what people like. Whenever you hear psychological harm, I think what a lot of people think is they think of the you know, perpetually offended social justice warrior on Twitter who has a litany of mental disorders that they have that substitutes their personality, and this person just gets offended about everything, and they put a trigger warning after saying LOL because maybe some people can be deaf and they can't hear laughing. Like, that's not the only type of psychological damage that can exist. It'll be impossible to quantify the extent in which someone was affected. I think that like you can make general assessments. I think just in general, most cases of something being psychological harm would probably, if I was going to say like if this just should be legally actionable, would probably also be stalking. Because I don't really think somebody being mean to you on the internet, even in like a really extreme way, requires like legal attention. Because like really what you're saying is whenever something requires legal attention, what you're saying is like, I want to tax everybody and take everybody's money away so I can punish this person for this problem. It's not like these kinds of things just happen out of nowhere. And it's like there's money that gets invested into making this happen. And it's like if you want to have everybody's money go towards something like that, I think you've got to have a damn good reason for it. And I can't really see a lot of that psychological harm stuff being that damn good reason. But I do think that there are times where, like, as I said, like, stalking is, in my opinion, probably the same thing as what I would consider bad. I think if it causes PTSD and you start proceedings about psychological harm because there's loss and damage. Well, the thing is, though, like, for example, there's a lot of things that cause PTSD that aren't intentional. So if causing PTSD is something that should be, you know, you should go to jail for that or something like that. Well, what happens about movies that are about war and it causes PTSD in a veteran? Something like that. So you can see how transparent and flimsy that line of thinking is. So I would not go down that road. A movie can't cause PTSD. Oh, you're saying so cause and okay, so you're saying that like something that causes PTSD. Yes, it can. Well, of course it can. Anything can cause it, but like I think we're talking about like what is something that like would generally happen. not something that could happen in like a hyper extreme 1 in like 10 million circumstance. I think, like, for example, just because somebody is very sensitive to something, it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person that, you know, that upset them is wrong. Just because you get upset doesn't make you right, and just because you're mad at somebody doesn't make them wrong. Like, there's a lot of people who think that because something upsets them, then that's it, you know, it shouldn't exist, and you know, they're automatically right as soon as they get upset. Just like the act of getting upset makes them right. Okay, I'm just gonna wait here. There's no way I can get over there. Seems very self-righteous. Yeah, I think a lot of those people are, generally. Maybe in your analogy doesn't cause PTSD? Yeah, that's what I was assuming that people meant. I think, like, most PTSD, like, if somebody is going to give somebody else PTSD, I think, again, it's probably going to be something that you could classify as stalking. It's probably not like a, you know, you're not going to probably get PTSD from a person that types a mean comment to you on Twitter. It's like, I don't think that's fair to have the world, like, worried about that. Fuck, did it not drop again? Oh my fucking god. Alright, let's do it again. Okay. Bro, like, just get off the internet? No, I mean, like, there are things that would, like, I think it's a very, I don't know, it's like, it's a one-dimensional take on it. Like, obviously, there's stuff that's, like, really bad that, like, nobody should, like, people shouldn't be okay with. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. It's dismissive, yeah. Like, I think that nobody really here has probably been harassed or has probably known somebody who's been, like, consistently harassed by people on the internet. But, like, for a lot of people, it can just completely ruin their life. And it's like the person is doing it with the intent of making the person feel like that. Like, that's the goal. On the net, no. IRL, sadly, yes. Well, usually what happens is that it happens on the internet, but there's threats of it happening or the implication that it could happen in real life. It's like, oh, I'm going to come and find you. So, like, yeah, it happened on the internet, but that's not what people are necessarily worried about. Same term PTSD is horribly overused. You haven't been desperate for your life or seen enough death makes you numb. It's not PTSD. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would just listen to what the definition of it is. I think it's just another person who's, like, gatekeeping suffering because they think that, you know, like, most people that probably think like that probably think that they had it hard. Nobody else had it hard like they did. It's just so boring. Please, this habitual stalker and hacker. Yeah, I know. Ended up in a hospital from the stress. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying, right? Is like almost all psychological damage that somebody could cause to somebody else on the internet. 95% of the time, 99% of the time, I would probably also say it would fall under stalking. We need one more person, then we're gonna be good to go. I've been a firefighter 14 years. Those have been first responders or in the military. I have no idea, or haven't been. I have no idea what real psychological harm is. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, like, for example, like somebody could get like molested. You could watch like an animal get like brutally murdered whenever you're a little kid. You know, your parents could abuse you. There's a lot of things that create PTSD, and just being a firefighter or something like that doesn't mean that you have the like, I mean, you're a firefighter, you're not a psychologist, you don't know anything about that. Why are you talking about psychology as if you have like any authority on it? Just do your job and let the psychologist do theirs. Like you're not, you have no idea what you're talking about. So you gonna miss that one? Yeah, I would say so. Can I get summon? I mean, same could be said about you. Well, not really, because I'm saying this. What I'm saying is this is what the psychologists say. Like, if you went and you looked up PTSD, you would read exactly what I'm saying. Like, this isn't like my analysis of it. This is me repeating what's established in like the psychology community. Like, this is what I would say most people think. You have no idea what I've seen and how numb I've become? Well, that sounds like a personal problem, man. Don't go putting it on other people whenever you start having, you know, somebody else has a problem and then you start talking about yourself. It's not my problem. It's not anybody else's problem. It's yours. Stop making it other people's problem. And talk to a psychologist or something like that. Do something for yourself. See, this is like, this is what I told you guys, right? There's like people that like they have these opinions and shit. Like, they're never objective opinions. They're always like subjective around their own experiences or how they feel or what's happened to them. It's not something that's like, it's not something that's arrived at through logic or through deduction or through research or information. It's always just their own opinion that they then rationalize. Where are we out here? Get some more people. Do you think they'll do anything about PvP boosting in WoW? It's one step at a time. Let them sort out the boosting communities and then we'll see what happens after that. Am I a closet conservative? If I say yes, then I'm not, because I'm not in the closet. And if I say no, then I am. And maybe I am or I'm not, because I'd still be in the closet. So I can't answer that question. Oh shit, we're already over there. I think Demon Hunter isn't really that bad to play. I remember whenever a Demon Hunter came out, I actually enjoyed it a little bit. Usually I hate it. Oh, okay, I didn't aggro that. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, but I wasn't done. Okay. This is the time that we get the mount, guys. I know I said that last time, but this is really the time. It's like 4 buttons. It's perfect for streaming. Yeah, I know. What? Okay. People type out their life stories in chat. I think there's a lot of people, they just, there are these people that, like, they think like this because they're on Twitter all the time in their own head constantly, and because of that, it's hard for them to listen to what other people think. And a lot of it is like narcissism, I think, to a certain degree, because they think that the only way to think is the way they think, and anybody else is just like they basically like assert themselves as like an authority, like, oh well, you know, fuck, this guy has it. Oh my god, I'm gonna get the next one. And like, if you want to assert yourself as an authority for something, like, that's fine, right? You do whatever, but like, you've got to also be open to having people disagree with you, and like there are a lot of times where, like, I'll say this all the time, where like I think I'm right and anybody who disagrees with me is wrong. But like, usually whenever I say that, like, I have a graph on screen that shows that I'm right, rather than like, this is my opinion and my opinion is right. That's what I try to do, at least. I mean, like, obviously it's not perfect, but that's what I try to do. I'm right, I have a graph. I mean, I'd rather have a graph than nothing. Graphs aren't always right, but they're right a whole lot more often than, you know what I think is. Graphs can be fake or a way to pass a different message. Yeah, and I can usually read graphs and be able to identify that. Because I'll come at a graph and I'll, like, for example, there's a lot of different ways that you can mislead people with statistics. Like, for example, if you want to go out and you want to get an opinion of, think about it like this. You get an opinion of Joe Biden. You go out and you interview 1,000 people at a NASCAR event, and you interview 1,000 people at a Starbucks. Which group of people do you think is going to approve of Joe Biden and which one isn't? Well, it's obvious. So, but like, again, you interviewed 1,000 people, and this is 1,000 people. So like, you have to look at the way that the way people gather information, and the way data is aggregated and created. So that's one example. Then you can have there's like also graphs that I think the letter is N, that refers to the sample size of the amount of people that were in a study or in any sort of like analytic. And if like that number is really small, it's like, well, we interviewed 25 students at this university, this private university, to get their opinion about this, and they think that we should get rid of the First Amendment. It's like, oh, okay. And like, people do that all the time. Like, if you, as soon as you see this, you start seeing it everywhere. Just like massive, just like these gigantic, I mean, basically misinformation, just lying. Like, they're just deliberately spreading misinformation. And you see it constantly. It's about sample size and cherry picking, but you can still derive results. Well, it's also like, here's a good example. If you have a coin flip and you flip a coin 10,000 times, there is a good chance that you're going to get, I don't know if it's a good chance, I'd have to really think about like what the odds are on it, but like there is at least a chance that you'll get 20 coin flips in a row of the same thing. Like 20 heads in a row, 20 tails in a row. And if you take that and then you just look at that small window of the sample size, then you don't look at the rest of it, you're like, wow, this coin always lands on tails. Well, it's like, no, it doesn't, because you just fucking took that out of it. And so that's one way. And then another way you can do it is you can, like, this is something really popular. My mom used to watch this guy Mark Dice, and he would interview people and he would ask them like really stupid questions, like, is Star Wars real? And they'll say yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. And like what you miss out on that is you miss out on all of the other people that say, no, what the fuck are you talking about, leave me alone. But you're not showing them on the TV and on the video because it's not entertaining. It doesn't prove your point. Like you're taking the people that have the most extreme, ridiculous responses because you're not going into this objectively. You're going into this with the intent to reaffirm something that you already believe. Jimmy Kimmel Street interviews? Yeah, it's like all that shit's fake. And it's not even really fake. It's just that if you interview 100 people, you're probably going to find one nutcase. Like, that's just what happens. "20 heads in a row is like 0.000000095%. I don't know. I'd have to really think about it. Either way, like, let's say 10. Like, the number is like, it's like completely beside the point. All right, boys. Oh my, are you guys, man, stop, stop, guys. Stop, get off that mount, man. I've got one more chance after this one, man. One more chance. So yeah, people misrepresent statistics all the time. It's kind of like a good example of this is the statistics we were looking at yesterday with like Final Fantasy and WoW, is that, you know, depending on the search terms that you use, you can arrive at different results. And it is not at a surface level disingenuous to use different search terms, but it is deceptive to the uninitiated. But to somebody who understands the way that these things work, it is transparently circumstantial. So in my job to make statistics probability look favorable. Yeah. I mean, it's just, isn't that what would make sense? Why does this not say Mechagon Peacekeeper? Okay, this is just getting too fucking much. This is really going over the fucking line. Yes, you can have it. Alright, one more character. It's fucked up how badly designed analytics can cause so much damage, cultural or physical. Oh yeah, absolutely. Where do you think their plan of thinking stems from? Pride, maybe? No, they just have an agenda. It's not like some kind of... this is not a grandiose psychological puzzle to unravel. It's just simply this person goes in and they want to get this data and they find a way to get the data. That's it. It's not super complicated. That's what I think. Whatever makes some money, yeah. Who are we supposed to trust then? Trust yourself. And then get better at looking at things so that you have better trust in yourself. And then don't always completely trust yourself. Make sure that you know that even you can be misled. Because you know what the easiest people to scam are? People who think that they can't get scammed. Those are the easiest people to scam. Alright, here we go. Trust yourself, have good methodology to deduce truth. Well, that's what I said right afterwards. I mean, that's literally what I said. I mean, I don't want to, like, split hairs and, you know, just because you didn't hear it in the way you wanted to, somehow I'm wrong. I think we're saying the same thing. I watched your CoffeeZilla reaction all morning while making breakfast. There's some really funny takes. Good video. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've tried to do some stuff that's outside of gaming sometimes. To be honest, a lot of my outside of gaming content's done really well. It's been extremely popular. I think the term you're talking about being misleading, is called selection bias. Yeah, it is. Like, some people might not know this. My dad was actually a professor for statistics in college. He's a professor for statistics, psychology, and English. So, you know, I grew up knowing and just kind of like having an understanding of these kinds of things. And I don't know it really well, but like I could call him and he would explain it 1,000 times better. Did you ever consider going back and finishing your degree? No. It's not even that I don't believe in, like, there were a lot of the classes, so, like, whenever I left school, I was in, like, very advanced classes for how to learn how different types of, like, analytical systems and efficiency systems, how to design them with programming languages in mind, and a bunch of other stuff and like that. So, like, I would not want to really finish the degree. Like, there are times that, like, I want to know more about stuff like that, but it's not like the, when was that? That was in 2014. Alright. Did we get it? Yeah, I quit in 2014. Fuck. Might just take class for fun. Yeah, sometimes I spend a lot of time usually. Next week we'll get it, hopefully. I spend a lot of time like reading, or like not really reading, but like watching things that are like just educational, so I know more about things. That's about it. Have to weed out obvious garbage, yeah. YouTube? Yeah, I think YouTube has a lot of really good resources. You can learn a lot from YouTube. I think it's the same thing that like people say about like, oh, Wikipedia is wrong. It's like, well, Wikipedia might be wrong, or like Wikipedia might not be like a great source or whatever, but Wikipedia sources its sources. So you can just look at those and see if you don't believe something or you think something is not accurate. Books can be wrong too. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of books that are wrong. Like my dad, you know, after he did that, he worked as an executive in a publishing company. for many years before he retired. And whenever he did that, people would call all the time, fucking complaining, pissed off that there's something wrong, so there's a misprint or the answer key is wrong in the book, and they're pissed off at him, basically. So yeah, I mean that happens in books too. Pretty much done with New World. Not really. I just haven't been playing it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I've just enjoyed playing WoW. It's been nice to just come back and play WoW. I haven't played WoW that seriously for a long time, and it's just been chill. I also want to make a group. Like, I'm actually so sick of not having these boots. I am strongly considering making a group just to do the Zackrawrr. Just to kill the Zackrawrr and get the boots. I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm totally good to go, Jibu. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, dude. I'll do the 9 farming like maybe another day. Data fixes are good. Not playing until I do actual class progression. Classes are same in expansions. Oh, for WoW. Yeah, I was thinking about like New World. Like what would get me to do New World again? I don't even really know, like, what would get me to, like, log on the next day, because the mutation stuff was cool. Like, I think it's probably fun to watch, or maybe not fun to watch, but maybe fun to play. But I just don't really care right now, because I'm playing WoW. Actually raids? Yeah, I mean, if they said they're announcing a raid tomorrow, I'd be on tomorrow for sure. Okay. Let's do it. Hopefully I get it. Anybody else wants to join, just let me know. Without context, you know if the mage towers will come back anytime Legion time walking happens, or is it a one-timer? It's anytime Legion time walking happens, it's my understanding. I think that they should make it come back every single time that there's time walking. Or like every other time. I don't like how we have to wait for so long to do the mage tower. I don't think it really adds anything to the game, and it just kind of creates more FOMO. And I feel like the game has so much FOMO right now. We really don't need any more. Like, we have enough FOMO. I mean, events are FOMO. Yeah, but like it's at a certain point it's just too much, man. Like, you've got like the seasonal FOMO, you have like all these like, oh, you have to log on now for this, for that, for this other thing, and then there's this, it's just too much, man. It's just too much. Dumb question, 2 zone quests. Yeah, some give renown, some don't. I think it's like a probability thing. I don't know. Make the heroic raid for Zackrawrr? No, I'm not doing heroic. I don't care about this character's boots. Who gives a fuck about that? Actually, I mean, I could do heroic Zackrawrr, but I need to do normal Zackrawrr too, because I want to get that that pair of boots too. It's just it's so stupid to do that. Just normal transmog. I just want to get the fucking boots, man. I want to get the fucking boots, and then I'm done. We kill the boss, we're done. Yeah, well, I'll do it after this. Okay, we're pulling. There's enough people here. You can buy the boots? No, they're not on my auction house. If they were, I would buy them. Give me the mount. Give me the mount. Check the other auction houses. Why would it matter what the other auction house is if I don't have a level 60 on that realm? Okay. I guess I've got to fly over here and do this. Yeah, I've got to knock this out so I can get the, actually, wait a second. Let me do this so I can meet at Oribos. Oh, actually, don't I have all this stuff for my conduits? Maybe I do. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so I don't even need to do that. Do you think they should raise all mount drops to 5%? No, I don't think that, like... I feel like mounts that go under 1%, like, that's a bit much. I feel like, yeah, mounts that go under 1%, it's just... Oh my god. Okay, Mr. Quinn. Wait, when did I ever say I was gonna quit the game? Bro, I never said I was gonna quit the game. Yeah, I never said I was gonna quit WoW. There's a lot of people that... It's weird. It really is. Like, yeah, I never said that. I'm not gonna quit WoW probably, like, ever. I don't know. Like, I'm not really making plans, but... it's not something that I really think is going to happen. Yeah, I like playing WoW, man. What's wrong with that? Watching a Google Trends video, look at 2004 to present with WoW versus Microsoft versus Roblox. Yeah, I might do another Google Trends video. People love those. Yeah, I just think a lot of people, they want me to quit WoW for whatever reason. I think probably because, like, they quit WoW or they don't want to watch it or whatever. So because they want me to quit it, they're just going to kind of, like, put that on me and be like, well, you know, if you're not quitting it, you know, you need to quit it, you should quit it, you know, everything like that. To me, it's very exhausting. It's the fucking normal mode boots. Right there, man. That's what's holding me back. Fuck. I also need to get this raid finder set too. To be honest, I think the raid finder set looks way cooler than the normal mode set. Like, the normal mode set I think sucks. Raid finder one's way cooler. Alright, I'll go there and try to pick this up. They're really hating on you on 4chan, Rich as well. Half of the reason why I made the Google Trends video is just so I could read the comments about me on 4chan. Like, every morning I will go on 4chan and read the threads about myself. Oh, they're so good. I love them. I think it's hilarious. There's a lot of people that, like, they get mad and, you know, it upsets them or whatever. I don't really give a shit. Like, yeah, obviously I don't like reading certain things about myself, but the vast majority of it I think is just funny. You ever participated in them? I've never posted on 4chan in my life. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I just read it. That's it. 4chan's actually a boomer site now. I don't know. I mean, like, again, I think that it's just like some of the things that people say are just so fucking crazy. It's funny for me to read them. Even if they're like negative things about me, I think they're funny half the time. It's like everybody gets to the point where, like, you know, they don't like reading certain things about themselves, or, you know, they don't like, you know, X or Y thing. But just because I don't like X or Y thing doesn't mean that I still think the rest of the alphabet's funny. It's just that one thing. Wait, what? I'm in a raid. That's why I have to redo it. The fuck's wrong with you? Well, I don't know. What's wrong with that? I don't know what you mean. 4chan is an online incel convention. I mean, like, I don't know about that. I mean, that's probably too, like, there's some crazy shit that people say, like, definitely, but people say crazy shit everywhere, man. In a way, like, I kind of like 4chan more than Reddit conversations, because the reason why I kind of like 4chan conversations more than Reddit ones is because on 4chan, people don't have the people don't feel the need to fit in with the status quo, and they can just say what they really think. And I think that's a good thing. Like, for example, you don't have to worry about getting up-duded. You don't have to worry about getting down-duded. You just make your post and it's gone, and everybody's equal, and there's no... What the fuck is this piece of shit? Why won't it work? You have to do it again? You have to wait? Wait for what? Wait for it to despawn? It doesn't matter your viewpoint? Yeah. I just left the group completely. Zackrawrr Reddit sucks. All content's controlled by vote bots. Well, it's not vote bots, but it's like people that, like, I know I'm gonna get downvoted for this, but, you know, or, you know, moral grandstanding that people upvote because they get in their feelings about it. Like, there's a lot of, like, really cringe stuff that happens on Reddit. I mean, there's cringe stuff that happens on 4chan too. Like, it's not like, oh, 4chan's good and Reddit is bad. No, of course not. But to a certain degree, I think each one has its own advantages. And also, like, you don't have as much, like, content deletion as you do with, like, for example, with Reddit, there's a lot of... I think you probably have more censorship on Reddit than you do on 4chan, too. Alright, we got it. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I like the lack of upvotes and the memes, but I stopped going to 4chan because the overwhelming hate, racism, sexism, homophobia, etc. See, like, that stuff, like, it's the same thing I said about... Remember when I was talking about how, like, it didn't bother me being around, like, gay people or something like that? Like, it never made me uncomfortable because I knew I wasn't gay, and so it wouldn't really matter if other people were gay around me, or people were drinking or doing anything, because I know it's just like, I'm just not going to do this, period. I kind of have the same mindset about, like, that stuff, and, like, seeing anything that's racist or stupid like that, because I just, like, I'm just not going to think like that ever. So it doesn't matter if I read it. It's not like I read the N-word enough times and I suddenly hate black people. It doesn't happen. Like, it's just stupid. So I don't think like that at all, and I know that I'll never feel that way. It's never how I have felt before. Let's see. Over here. You can normalize it. I don't really care about that too much. Like, like, normalizing something in my own mind, it's just... like, what do you want me to do? Like, I hear something that's bad like that, and I just immediately start, like, getting really upset. What purpose does that serve? Come on, bro, let's go. Whatever. Alright. And there we go. And we'll use this. Nice. Look at that. Just what I needed. Yeah, potency conduit. What's a good potency conduit? I have no idea. Ringing clarity, it seems good. Defeating an enemy, cooldown, steward, chance to cleanse cloth, I'll just do steward, potency. What's finesse? Oh, I want it to be finesse because that way I can. Oh wait, I'm tanking. Shouldn't I have? Oh, who cares? Let's just put one of these in and go. Divine Steed. Potency again. Are any of these good? Okay, I mean, I guess that one's good, right? %4 damage. Unfortunately, 2000s wild rides. See how bigotry and racism gotten on there. Definitely been a bit of an echo chamber, depending on which board you visit. Well, the worst thing about it is that, like with the people that are like super racist and shit, I think that now, because it's like not as popular to act like that on like just general social media and online, I think people on 4chan probably overcompensate and they act like that even more than what they would naturally do, because they're trying to, they're like, it's like they're trying to act like that even more than usual, I guess. Okay. So we have to do Mauled Draxus. And let me just set my Hearthstone too. Okay. Nice, I just knock out all 3 of these, I'm done. Oh, I get this one too? Fuck yeah. Alright, let's go. I should probably go talk to Bolvard, but I'll deal with that later. Would you ever do another political podcast with Train? Yeah, I'd be fine to be a moderator in a political podcast. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. I enjoyed the last one, it was fun. Yeah, it was a DP. Never really followed what a moderator does. What would you be doing? I think that basically what I try to do as a moderator with something like that is I try to understand what the person is trying to say and then communicate it to the other person. So I'm basically like a filter. Politics is so draining. See, politics are not draining to me because I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me. That's the secret. Not from the US, never tasted Dr. Pepper. How would you describe it? It's like much more syrupy, and it's got a much stronger taste. But it's really good. It's like a black cherry soda. Sometimes tastes a little bit like Dr. Pepper. No point in caring, you have no control over it. Well, it's more that it's not that I really don't care, it's that I know how these things go. I mean, things are gonna go one way and then they're gonna go another way. And then that's just, it's like, it doesn't really matter how much you care about something. Like, there are a lot of things that in politics that I really don't like, but I just can't do anything about them. So I try not to get mad at them or get upset about it or anything. You ever care about foreign policy? Didn't U.S. foreign policy send your dad's war against as well? Well, I'll say this, right? Any president who runs on going to war anywhere is never going to get a vote from me. No shot. I don't care what you think the reason is for it. The moment that you put boots on the ground, I don't support it. Nope. No shot. That has got nothing to do with my dad, though, by the way. My dad enlisted to go to Vietnam. He didn't get drafted. Was he crazy? Yeah. What if you're attacked or an ally is attacked? What if they fuck up Canada? Well, the thing is, the problem with having a war now is the technology is so high that collateral damage could cause it could cause climate change. It could cause it's basically whenever you're a little kid and you fight with your friends and it's fun, and then you get older and you fight with them and somebody actually gets hurt. I feel like that's kind of the same perspective that I have. Obviously, it's a different idea, but I don't think it's really that different. So that's why I don't support it. Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't get it. What a piece of shit game. Yeah, I'm just gonna go click on boxes after I finish this one. You know what? Fuck this one. I'm not gonna do it. You mean a nuclear war? Yeah. Yeah, or things that are similar to that. I think that most people in the world just want to get along and don't want to have to deal with any bullshit. They just want to be able to have their life and not be bothered, basically. That's what most people want. Where's Divine Toll? I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to put the Kyrian guy down there. Absolutely, except CCP. No, CCP only wants that because they're probably, the reason why, you see this a lot, where countries that have, an economy that's basically on, it's about to run out of time, and their economy is, they predict that their economy is not doing well. You'll see a lot of them try to resort to, war or things like this. So there's a lot of other reasons why, because CCP doesn't really represent the people of China. I mean, it does to an extent. It does to an extent, sure, but it's not really. And even the people who it does represent, you always have the question in your mind: do they think this because they believe it, or do they think this because if they don't, then somebody shows up at their house and then they're gone. You know, it's really kind of hard to say. Oh, I got one of these. A strong U.S. presence in Ukraine helped deter Putin? I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. And, yeah, I have no insight into that at all. I think that anybody who claims that they do probably doesn't understand it. I feel like something like that is probably this, like, extremely complex issue that people just make really, really simple. Like, it seems like it's something that's, like, really complex to me, at least. Hopefully join this group and kill him before he dies. Where is he? Where is he? There we go. Nice. Problem with big politics aren't being given 100% of the facts from each side. Yeah, that's definitely true. Aren't their economies only doing poorly because they get sanctioned to death by NATO affiliate countries? You can have the trade opportunities, they're kind of bound to start shit. Well, the thing is, like, you have to understand that, like, I don't think that anybody has, like, a right to, you know, have other people trading with them. It's like, it's a two-way street. If people don't want to trade with you, then maybe there's a reason for that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely what happens, and that's what I was saying before about how it's very complex. It's also like, if I, like, every single thing that I say I will never do is probably not really true. Like, there are cases where I probably would support a war, right? But what I'm saying is that they're so minuscule and they're so small that it's basically like I never would. It's as if I never would. It's like barring some sort of crazy shit that, like, nobody can even think of. You know what I mean? Okay, I got nothing. Let's go over and loot these. Wait, oh, I only got 25% because I completed the kill in a raid. What a good game. God, I can't believe how good this game is. It's so good. Wow. Support the war on dog shit ass games. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that I think are just kind of sick of being fucked around by gaming companies. And it's been happening for a really long time. And I think especially, like, consumer rights are, man, they're just... I feel like there's so many things that the... like a consumer should have as protections, and they don't. It's over here. Okay. Let's get this done. Flame of Battle. Well, that's actually pretty good. And I need 2 more. So if I do Gorge Mouth and... Actually, I just do this one. This one's way easier. Gorge Mouth is pretty easy too, though. Actually, yeah, I'll just do these 2. There's my pet journal. There we go. Okay. $2-hour refund window on Steam isn't enough. I mean, like, the thing is, like, you can never rely... I've said this before, right? You can only rely on the government to help you. Like, no private company is going to help you or have your... Oh my god. Have your best interest in mind. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? fuck? Yeah, I'm definitely more in favor of that. Jesus. I just want more money? Yeah. That's gonna be pretty good damage. Government seems to be getting more privatized and corrupted. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I really believe that. Because the government used to be, like, just super fucking... It used to... Bro, like, it was like they didn't... Like, now at least they try to make it seem like... Like, they used to just buy votes. I mean, people would just buy votes in local elections. It was a very common thing. That's just what happens. So, like, I don't really know if you say that it's, like, worse now than it was, like, a long time ago. But, I mean, I feel like it's not good. I mean, that's all that really matters. Pretty much everybody agrees on that, I'd say. There's definitely still a thing in local elections. Yeah, but like you're missing the point, right? Is that it's still a thing. Sure, yeah, maybe people buy votes and it's still a thing. I'll grant you that. But it wasn't as just outwardly accepted as it used to be. Gentlemen's glad mounts have the you ignore the call of the maw considering they're native. Yeah, I think they should. I definitely think so. I feel like it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really matter because of like we've already like the maw thing. You just complete the thing. It's over and that's it. Politicians take bribes and contributions, donations. Well, it's not just contributions and donations. Like, there's multiple ways that you can reciprocate these kinds of things. Okay, so we got all this done. Alright, boys, let's see if my paladin can get it in his first box. Here we go. After Divine Toll, instantly cast... Oh, that's cool. I'm never gonna use it. Alrighty. Here we go, boys. Here's the egg right here. Watch this. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was the egg! Okay, this one has it all done. So I guess I should get on this character. It's worse now. They're blatantly corrupt. It's not even funny. I mean, like, you're not that wrong, man. Yeah, definitely not. I think Kyrian is a Brawler's Guild type thing. I don't know. Like, I'm going to level up all the mounts and stuff. Probably just on one character. Okay, so... which ones do I have to pick up here? This is Ascended. This is Anima Salvage. Is Anima Salvage where I think it is? Yes. All right. Let's do the Torghast. All right. I'm not actually gonna do this myself. I'm just gonna make a group of people to carry me. Before I do that, though, I want to see if we can kill Geiger and maybe get the item from him. So if somebody can summon Geiger, let me know. Most of people were educated on how democracies transitioned to authoritarian fascist regimes. Maybe this shouldn't be so casual. Cheering for a traitor to win next election. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that like self-radicalize themselves so far into like a political ideology they can't really even see the perspective of other people that aren't part of that. And I see that a lot now, and I think that just like in general, I think people just need to tone down the way that they act in general. People are just way too fucking extreme with a lot of stuff and like getting too emotional about it and angry and like treating everything like it's a, you know, a divine battle of good versus evil and you know, like justice, and it's just way too much, man. Just like take a step back, approach it logically, and I think that'll help. People are way too radical. Yeah, if somebody can summon this guy, let me know. We need to look at both sides whenever it comes to the idea of the flat earth. Well, yeah, I mean, those would be the only two sides that would be... Yeah, there's only two sides of the earth. It's the top and the bottom. True. Summon them. Let's go. Pop that bitch off. Let's go. Give me the mount. Here we go. Tomorrow for sure. Let's go kill Bubble Blood, because he's like right there. I'm just gonna always do like one then the other until I get them both. It's weird, like the entire US is based on BuzzFeed and clickbait. Everybody's fighting for attention for their issues, but many have gone numb to it. Yeah, I think that's probably true to an extent. Maybe I should get some better gear for this character. Should I buy conquest gear for this character? I mean, I have like conquest. I might as well, you know. Community run? No, I'm not gonna do a community run. Like, I only did it for my other two characters because I needed the armor. I don't need the armor anymore, so why would I even do it? Man, I've really killed this guy so many times and I haven't gotten this. This is crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to Oribos, I guess. And as soon as I get over there, I'm gonna go and... How many truffles do I need? I'm gonna go over and buy some of those boxes for my warlock. Actually, I'm just gonna start throwing shit away right now. Okay. You can't use that. Throwing that away. Pet battle bandages. Duplicate. I don't care about that. Okay, any of these that are below 200 just gets yeeted and deleted. Wait, bro, there's no way. Like, are these all conduits? Oh, what? Okay. They just keep giving me conduits, man. Why do I need this many of them? It's a trick question. I don't need that many of them. What's your opinion on Japanese TV? I don't live in Japan. Alright. Let's see. Get rid of that. So, I've got to go over. Oh, yeah. Let me go right now. I'm going to log over real quick. And I'll just get my thing. What armor am I? I'm a little bit over 200. Like, I just haven't really done a lot of PvP. I've been a lazy bitch. That's why. For anybody who didn't know. Yeah, I've been a stupid, lazy bitch. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go over to Ouroboros. Here we go. Is 2D truly greater than 3D? It depends. If you do comp stomp 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, you get 50 honor levels. I've done the math. Yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah. Okay, so what I need to buy here is Anima, Renown, Armor Casing, I don't care about this. Scabbard, don't care about that. Okay, here we go. So we have Valorous Equipment Chest and Unchained Equipment Chest. So which one is better? Like, what item level? I'm assuming this is 220. And what is this? 210? PvP is 220. Okay, I'm just going to buy that then. I'm going to buy 6 pieces, okay? I'll buy 3 of each. Okay, where's my little thing here? Oh, Jesus, you really gonna make me do this? All right, here we go. So you don't get duplicates, equip them? So you equip the items and then they're not... Okay. I got it. Let's see if I go over here, use my own mailbox. Alrighty, boys. Here we go. We're getting the weapon. This is a 100% weapon stream. Here we go. First one. That is the worst thing that I could possibly get. That's the worst thing I could have possibly gotten. Somebody come do Torghast with me? I don't want to do that again. Told you you get duplicates? I don't care. I just don't want to do it anymore. Oh, don't care. I don't like gambling. Legitimately, the odds of that are insanely low. I mean, who cares? I'm not even going to use any of this stuff. I'm never going to use an on-use trinket with crit. Like, it's just not even going to happen. I'm actually pretty pissed off, to be honest. Can you guys get the queue immediately right now? Like, if I try to join? I don't know if you do or not. If you walk in, it'll queue. Please gather your party. Everybody has to walk over here for some reason. Yeah, I'm not going to buy any more of those boxes. Summon them? Where is the summoning stone? Is there one here, or do you guys mean me as a warlock? Wayfinder, is that summoning? I don't even know. I'm so pissed, man. My main went 9 for 9 for good boxes, but my alt did about as poorly as your warlock. Feels like a waste. Yeah, it's like the moment that I'm wasting my time, I'm not having fun anymore. Like, it's not fun for me to just open a box and then it's the same item that I already had after I invested resources into it. Like, I don't want to do that. Does she have a knockout system? Yeah, I think so too. Needs to be removed. If you're wearing the item, don't give it to you again as a loot drop. Well, I'm sure that's like maybe part of it. That's what they want that to be part of it, where like you have to take a risk or something like that. But I don't think that the devs like they understand like kind of what that impact really is on people's on like the psychology of it. Because like to me, whenever that happens to me, it doesn't make me like want to play more, or like, oh man, like I gotta buy another box. Like I'm just done. Like I don't even want to open the rest of them. Like I'm just, this is stupid. I don't want to do it anymore. Several little things like that, and people just quit for another game. Yeah, 100%. Too much stick, but you're here doing it again, right? No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna open up the boxes anymore, and also like for me, uh, I don't think I'd really use me as a very good example of. Oh, do we have to kill like the um maybe like how do we get these anima embers? Okay, let's try to unlock and break everything. Like maybe I need to do that in order to get all the embers. I don't know. Remember the devs thinking people log on because they love world quests? Yeah, the devs are a lot of the people that work on WoW are just, they have no idea what they're doing. I genuinely think if you took a hobo, a crackhead from that lived under a bridge, you'd probably get a better game. Just go find a crackhead or somebody like that and just have them run the game instead. It would probably be an improvement. At least it'd be more exciting, I'll tell you that for sure. You pay him in crack, and 9.2 will be done tomorrow. Expansion's out next week, boys. There you go. $79. I don't know how much the last boss gives. I guess we'll find out soon. Are there death limits with this thing? I don't even really care. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to get the, I want to loot 150 of the items. As soon as I do that, I hearth out and I'm done. Try and clear some of these other areas. Yeah, come back real quick, guys. Yeah, make sure we clear all this out.